Hey, it's Rafi, and today I'm making a chess video, and we have a game here where we play d4, c5, and then we play d5. Looks like the game is going to turn into some sort of a Benoni type of structure here. Possibly could transpose into a Benko as well if I play c4 and he plays b5. So let's see. Let's go ahead and play c4. Let's just see how our opponent will play here. Will he play b5 here? Possibly kind of like a King's Indian setup is happening here, looks like, as well. So he's going to go for b5 right away. That's interesting. I'm just thinking, like, do I play this as like a King's Indian, or do I play this as if it were some sort of a Benoni? I think I'm going to go for this King's Indian sort of structure. I think. Let's play it like this. Let's play it like this, and let's just see what happens here in this game. We'll play here. We'll play queen d2. Maybe knight here, bishop here, and then we will castle probably. So if he plays that move, actually, the idea is to play knight h3 and knight f2 very quickly in this position, in this particular position. As soon as the knight comes to d7, I want to put the knight on h3 and then bring it to f2 for the proper. That's a really good placement for the knight in these kind of positions. Where to put our bishop is the question. I guess here, because knight e5 will hit the bishop, so let's put it here. Queen d2. Taking away his h6 move he could have tried. b5 is still not possible. I'll take, and then I'll take again. So he'll end up losing a pawn here if he plays b5. And now I've got a couple of options. I can probably go for a kingside attack in this kind of position as well. So knight f2, h4, h5, that kind of stuff. Okay, so he wants to go ahead and play this like a sacrifice, like a Benko. And I'm okay with that. Oh, that's an interesting move. That is a very interesting move. And I say that I'm okay just taking here. I could castle now. Or I could take. I think I'm going to take this. So he's certainly going to put a lot of pressure on b2 now. That's the thing. So I'm wondering if knight f2 and knight d1 maybe makes sense to hold this b2 pawn real steady. Just an idea. Let's get the knight to this square here, and let's just see how this works out for us. Then I can put the king on f2, I think. Queen d3 is interesting, but then he has c4, I think. What I'm trying to accomplish here is I want to go ahead and trade the queens off and then just hold on to this extra pawn with everything that I can and try to win. I don't want his knight coming to this square, so let's play queen e2 here now. We'll offer him a queen trade, and if he trades, then I guess we can take back with the knight even in that position. He won't trade. He'll play queen a4, I'm sure. But then I have queen b5, though. I can continue pressing for the trade. Pretty strong player. 2176 blitz. Wow. Better blitz player than he is a rapid player, which is not the common trend on this website. Typically, people have higher rapid rating than their blitz ratings. So I want to use this opportunity now to castle and get my king to safety. And then this rook can come and help defend b2. So can this bishop now, by the way. I might even do that, honestly. I might just get the rook from underneath here and just push the bishop back. For now, let's put it on e3. I think that's a good square for it. Maybe I'll play bishop here and attempt to trade off the two bishops, because this is a very powerful one right here. So I already see he's putting tremendous pressure on this guy. I think this is a good move. Getting the e5 square. I thought about queen d2 also, by the way, hitting this. But after king h7, bishop here, I don't know. I feel like he had knight e5 maybe in that position. But then I can play f4. Maybe I should have played queen d2 instead. I'm going to go for it next move, I think. It's generally a good idea to provoke these kind of moves like king h7 from your opponent, making them have to make a move like that to defend the pawn. So now I kind of give him a free moment to do whatever he wants. f5 might be in the cards. I don't know. So he plays this. I think I will play this move now. Hit this pawn. Maybe I'll hit the knight next with this, because he can't go to g4, I'll take. So once the knight moves away, then I'll play the bishop here. That's an idea. If the knight drops here, I'll take, he'll take, I'll take, and he'll lose a pawn. Not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and kick this knight out, because this knight should not be here. If he goes back, then I'll play bishop d4 and exchange the bishops off. Attempt to. Once I get rid of that bishop, powerful bishop, I do think that the position will become a little bit easier for me to manage. Ooh, He goes ahead and just sacrifices the pawn. That's interesting. Maybe he'll play knight c4 after I take or something. I don't know. Don't know what his idea is here. But I'm going to happily take. So if I take this, then he'll play knight c4 maybe? Hit everything? I don't know. Maybe he can take and then play knight c4 as well. In that case, can I bring my bishop back to b2? In fact, if he plays knight c4 here, can I still do this? So he trades first, then he plays this. Okay. So you know, there's takes, and then there's bishop here, so I can't go for those kind of lines. I would love to play this, but I can't. He's going to end up getting b2 no matter what here. I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. So bishop e5, knight takes b2, rook d2, knight c4, rook d1, knight b2, rook d2. He can keep harassing the rook. That's the thing. Actually, I have an idea. After I take bishop, I can take this rook. So I think this is probably okay. Like if he takes here, I'll take this. If he takes my rook, I'll take this. Ooh, no, I don't know if that works. Hold on a second. Takes, rook takes. I take this bishop. He takes my rook. I take his rook. He takes my knight. I can't get his knight back. That's the problem. So I'm getting a bishop and a rook. I'm giving up a rook and a bishop. So it's basically a trade. It's just a trade. Or I could leave the light here and play rook d2. But then he'll play knight c4, I feel like. Oh, that brings his rook to this direction. Then I can grab the b file. So let's go for this line. Because after he takes back on this square, I can play rook here and take the b file. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Then he grabs f4. Oh, my gosh. Darn. Oh, that's interesting. That is quite an interesting move. I wasn't expecting that for sure. If this is the case, then... Okay. That's cool. I guess I'll put my rook here. Since he has given me this beautiful... Oh, that's interesting. His rooks are very, very active in this position. That's the one thing that I don't like about the position. Very active rooks. And I don't feel good about this at all. Yep. Super active rooks here. Super active. I think I want to defend this way. Hopefully his rooks can't penetrate. Oh, he's just really penetrating here. I want to challenge this rook right away, but I can't. He's bringing another one. If I play here. Oh, whoa, 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 hold on. Wait, I can't play this. I can play rook c1 because he can't take out. The knight will drop. Interesting move. Let's go for that. But then I get into another situation where he can pin me, but I think I can take his knight. And but there's a check on e3 also I have to calculate here. I think I should be okay. I think I'm okay here. There's a check also on d2 that I need to look at. But I think both checks I'm fine, I think. Because either check, I'll bring the king to attack the knight, and he doesn't have time to take this pawn. Because I'll be attacking his knight twice, with the rook and with the king. He's definitely playing very, very well. The fact that I'm up a pawn right now doesn't even matter. His activity is just incredible. So this definitely didn't turn out to be too huge of an advantage for us, but it is what it is. I shouldn't have taken on d3 so quickly, probably, earlier in the game. Because he has a lot of activity now. And this pawn might drop any second. And then he'll still have active pieces, but I won't have any material advantage anymore. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really cool. Well, this is interesting. I can take this knight now. You'll take this one. And you'll clear up my entire row here, so I'm not going to go for that. So I'm going to take the rook instead. I do have a pass pawn, so let's push that. Checks, I can here give another check. I can go back. Ooh, I think I just missed something. Yep, there we go. Knight this check. My king can't leave this knight. Ugh, that's annoying. He's going to take this pawn. Man, that's annoying. He's going to check here and take the here. Super annoying. Ooh, that too. I didn't even think about that move. Now I'm barely fighting for the draw. Don't know if I have one, but I'm going to try to fight for the draw here. Barely hanging on here. Barely hanging on. My rook is essentially stuck at this point in this square. Guess we can move that pawn up one square. When defending, you should try to trade off pawns as much as possible. So with that philosophy in mind, let's trade. I think trading is going to help us long term here. Just going to kind of sit tight. Maybe attack this one. Come back. Go back and attack again. And now I want to trade again. Trading helps us here. So he's going to go for this guy now, I think. But when he does, I'll have a passed pawn. But then you think he can... Oof, not good. Not good at all. So I come back, plays rook here. I push, he takes with check. I take, he takes here. He takes this one here. So after all the trades happen, push, and come back with the rook. Let's get our king closer at least. I'm sure he'll come rook e3 now. The plan is to push this, and I think I'm in time to queen the pawn. So yeah, I thought he would go back. But then my plan was, I think, to play here and be active again. Try to be active. Don't know if I can hold this. I'll try, but I don't know. It's not looking very, very good for me. I think this will be a draw because my king is in time to stop. Hold on. Takes here. King here, king here. I think I can draw this because the pawn is still too far back. Did I just mess up this pawn ending? I don't know. I think I might have messed up. I have no idea what's happening here. But I think I just messed this up. I think I just messed it up. That's done. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Can't believe I messed up this simple king pawn endgame. Dang it. Holy crap. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Man, that's tough. How did I miscalculate that simple pawn endgame? That's crazy. That's insane. I should have just been able to calculate. I know I had 28 seconds, but that should not have happened at all. I thought for some reason that my king is in time to try to come and stop that pawn from queening. Like I could take the opposition or something like that. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I just totally thought about some... Anyway, major mistake. Should have been able to calculate and should have known that by heart, that position, a king pawn position, was lost. So all this is still theory until I played queen d2, which is not a good move. He plays b5 right away. That's interesting. He plays that. I could have also defended on that pawn, by the way. That's an interesting move. I didn't consider that too much. I just took. Took again. Now I'm worse, apparently, even though I'm up a pawn. Wow. Yeah, I need this Banco stuff, and I hate playing against this Banco. Really don't like it at all. They always just black just gets so much pressure every time. I feel like. This was the right idea. Taking was also not bad. I guess it was okay. Maybe I should have defended. I don't know. So all of this was okay. Should be a drawn game. But tremendous pressure. Started really having a lot of problem. So he missed knight e3. I think he could have done it here too. And knight g4 and then taking h2. Just grabs on g2, which is I missed that tactic. I traded some more pawns, then that e4 pawn becomes a weakness. Comes back. Then we trade more. This is a completely equal position right now. Check. Even this is right here. And this is where I made the fatal mistake by trading the rooks into a completely lost king-pawn endgame, I believe. Ugh. Man. What was I thinking there? Couldn't grab the opposition. I thought I don't know why I did this. I thought I had I don't know why I thought I had the opposition there. Or somehow I thought that maybe my king could be able to stop this pawn because it's too far back. I have no idea what I just did there. That's just a mistake you can't make. Didn't even calculate this. I had 31 seconds to calculate. 31 seconds I wasted, didn't use, and just made the move in 2 seconds without even looking at the details. That's a major mistake. Completely lost in game here, of course. Well, key takeaway obviously is to calculate. Never go into a king pawn endgame without calculating all the way to the end, no matter how little time is on the clock. So hopefully everyone that watched this video also got the same lesson as me. Hopefully it was instructive, even though I lost the game. And I will catch you in my next video.